Hi, my name is Parisa Parnian of Savage Taste, and I am so honored to be here with you today as part of the Farhang flavor series. I'm really excited to share with you a really unique dish that I'm creating that is inspired by my background as a designer and visual artist, and also the fact that for several years now I've been throwing these intimate Persian suppers and salons from my home in LA, bringing together the world of food and art and community building. Okay, so what am I making today and where's my inspiration from? So I'm a big fan of the cooking show, The Great British Bake Off. However, A, I don't bake, and B, I don't have a sweet tooth. But I love how beautiful and artistic those showstopper cakes are that they do in every episode. And I also love how those showstopper cakes are illustrated. So I thought that today I would make my version of a cake, but what it really is going to be a 3-layer, 3-color Tadique tahchin. How does that sound? And to make it extra artsy, I'm going to decorate the top of the Tadique with decorations that are very artistic. And you're coming along for the ride. So we're creating an artistic Tadique crust. So it's not going to just be plain. There's going to be some ingredients involved that we're going to put together a design. And let me show you some of the ingredients. Most of us are familiar with using potatoes in our Tadique, but I thought it'd be cool if we experimented with purple yams as well. And some other things that could look cool is, what if we sliced up some bell peppers with these beautiful orange colors to see how those would look? And I don't know, I'm on the fence about using these, we'll see, but I thought maybe a sliver of okra could have a beautiful shape. Now, there are a lot of herbs and leaves that can take on the artisticness of an actual leaf. So I have some parsley here. I have some verduloga and some bay leaves. What I really wanted to find was sage, but they didn't have any at the market. So the other thing I want to explore is, what if we used some sliced cherry peppers or tomatoes? Here are the beautiful vegetables and herbs that I've prepared that we're going to be able to play with for the topping on the Tadique. This is how we're going to make art. It's very exciting. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to create the art on a piece of paper, and then we're going to transfer it into the pot. And the first step is to take some paper, some parchment paper, if you have it, and use a pen to draw around the size of your pot. Okay, so when you lift this, you should have the shape, the approximate shape. I am so excited to make the 3 layers. Are you? The first thing we're going to do is, I went ahead and parboiled the rice. I didn't feel like I needed to show you all how to parboil rice, because if you've cooked Iranian rice before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's basically rice that's al dente, it's not fully cooked. So in order to make this 3-layer Tadique cake, I had to think of the rice in 4 portions, because there's the crust portion and then the 3 layers. So I did 4 cups of rice to make the division easy. Now what I did was I took the 4 cups of rice that were cooked, and I put half of the quantity into one bowl. This is going to become the bowl that's both the tahchin and the Tadique is going to come out of this rice. Then these 2 rices are split up, and these are going to become the 2 other flavors that we're going to be doing today. So I'm ready to make the tahchin rice with you. So the first thing we're going to do is make the delicious yellow saffron infused yogurt and egg aspect of the tahchin. So I'm going to take 1 egg and 1 cup of yogurt And first I'm gonna mix this up really quick. I'm mixing this up, and then I'm gonna add the saffron water to it. 2 teaspoons should be enough. Let's take a look. I actually think I need to add more because I want it to be a really, really super vibrant color. So I'm adding more saffron water. Look at how gorgeous that's turning. Okay, we're ready to mix this in with the rice. All right, so let's do this. Just mix this together until all of the rice is covered in this gorgeous yellow saffron yogurty goodness. For the second layer, I thought it would be fun to play with color. So for this layer, we're gonna do a classic al balu polo, which is a sour cherry rice. And the ingredients are so beautiful. Look, we've got some sour cherries in their juice. We've got some crushed rose petals, some slivered almonds, and some crushed pistachio. So the first thing I'm gonna do is mix some of these sour cherries into here, along with some of the juice, because my hope is that this will turn a delicious pink flavor. How about that? So let me get the sour cherries in here, along with the juice. And let's mix it up. Look at that. It's turning pink. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, I'm gonna start throwing in some of the other ingredients real quick. Pistachios. Oh my God. This is the closest to baking a cake, except that it's savory too. This is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna add in some slivered almonds. Oh my God, this is beautiful. And just for some extra panache, some dried rose petals. Is anything more Persian than adding dried rose petals to everything? I think not. Oh my gosh! This is so ready for its close-up. I can't wait to try this. For our third and final layer, I'm all about color and balance. And so we've got a layer that's going to be a vibrant yellow. We've got a layer that's going to be this very soft pink that has all these speckles of like deep burgundy reds and greens and all these beautiful colors in it. So I thought that it would be great to bring it all together by having a layer that's green. So what is our favorite green rice in Iran? Sabzi polo, okay? So this is what I did. I used dried sabzi polo herb mix. It's basically dried chives, parsley, fenugreek, and dill. Those are the main components. So to make life easy, I pre-soak them in hot boiling water so they're already pretty cooked and soft. So because we're not going to be cooking them with raw rice, the rice is already almost cooked. So this needed to be pretty much cooked too, okay? So I'm going to just start layering this into here until I'm happy with how green it is. I am finished mixing up the sabzi part of the sabzi polo, the herbs. Now we're gonna add some spices. So the spices I like in this may be different than what you like, but what I like to add in here is salt, garlic powder, and this thing we call advia, which is a really great spice blend. It has some warm spices in it, like coriander and cumin, that really warm up the flavor. So I'm gonna just put all of this right in here and give it a little mix. Now I'm gonna create what I'm gonna call a layer of Barberry Jam. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna caramelize some onions and some barberries together. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just let this caramelize for a minute. So I added a little turmeric because that always helps liven up the color of the onions and it adds an extra flavor to it. Then I'm gonna add some barberry to the mix. This is going to be sweet and sour deliciousness. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. Okay, now that we got the Tadique layer in, I'm gonna put some of this Barberry caramelized onion jam as a thin layer. Oh my God, this smells so good. I don't even know what to do with myself. Okay, now I'm gonna add the sabzi polo, the green layer. And now for the final layer, the albalu polo, sour cherry layer. This is so pretty. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is to take the lid and wrap it in some cotton cloth, light cloth, and put it on here. And this is gonna be cooking on the stove for at least an hour on about medium heat. We'll check back in a little bit. All right, everybody, it's the moment of truth. And for anybody out there who's tried to make Tadique, you know that it is maybe 80 to 85% in our hands, and 20 to 15% is whatever the Tadique pot wants to do. So I am crossing my fingers that this is gonna turn out great. And without further ado, it's time to see how this turned out, okay? So let's take the lid off and it's time to do the flip. So this is a pretty big and heavy rice dish. So I've had to work out to get ready for this. All right, let's see what happens. Are we ready? Wow. Let me turn it over so y'all can see. Look at that. It's not perfect, but I'm happy with it. It's time to cut into this Tadique. I'm so excited and I'm so hungry. And so is my camera woman, Cynthia, I'm sure. Okay, are we ready? Let's do this. Cool. Look at that, and you can see how it looks in here. So I want to show you. Look at that delicious jam layer, and then the herbs, followed by the pink pistachios. I'm ready to try this. I don't know about you. I'm hungry. And I like mixing my flavors, but if you're more of a person who likes to try different flavors by itself, you should try that. I'm gonna try it like this. Oh my God. I'm getting sweet, sour, savory, herbalicious, tangy, saffrony. I don't even know what to say. This is so damn good. It's time to have dinner. Nusha June. Thanks again, Farhang Foundation, for having me. And also, if you're wondering about my t-shirt, you can go over to my website or my Instagram, savage_taste, and you'll know where to get one for yourself.